Let your deep end be something that happens. Let it be a good thing. Because deep end is there. You're going to have to go there anyway. The difference is your deep end can be the best thing that happened to you or it can be the worst thing that happened to you. All depends on how you prioritize or neglect the mental health, right? So I say that because you never, like in the song I said, don't be surprised if I lose my decence. Like, oh, he was such a nice guy. I don't know how did he, I never seen him like this. He just blew up and cursed everybody out and body slammed the guy through the table. I don't know. I didn't even know he was that strong. He looks kind of skinny. The whole point here is self-care, prioritizing to be the best that you can be for you first and for everything else that you care about after, because you could end up losing your decence and it's not where you want to be. Trust me. That was a situation where you couldn't have seen it coming. A grown man, you just broke down, and I commend that police officer, for accommodating that man in his time of need. He said, "Come here. You need a hug? Come here. Come here. It's all right. Yeah, I know. I get it. That's crazy. Two grown men. You would think the other officer's like, hey man, watch out, man. Get off me. You know how some people, man, hey, watch out, man. What you doing? Pause. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. You know, got to deal with this first, people. That's all I'm saying. When it comes down to it, though, a person don't let it come down to you on your last breath. God forbid, but don't let it come down to you want a breathing machine. You ain't breathing on your own. Don't let it come down to you know you terminally ill now. Don't let it come down to you paralyzed now. Don't let it come down to some kind of life change or some kind of life altering factor for you to realize that what you truly desire is simple and it's right before you each and every day, and you cast it aside for these superficial false senses of security and well-being. I'm good. Shoot, you talking about straight. And got that GT. And they got the Hellcat. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about what? Well, I'm good over here, boy. Talking about, man. Ain't talking about well-being mentally. I'm good. You get your medication. You know what I'm saying? That's your problem. A lot of guys just ain't gonna work out, man. You don't deal with it's not gonna work out. So if that's what you cool with, then that's cool. But if you really want change, really want to deal with something, telling you it's something I do day after day, and I noticed the difference. Honestly, I was gonna keep it to myself. I was gonna keep it to myself, not to be like they say here in Florida, not to be green. In other words, not to be like, dang, how would like dang, that's messed up. You know what I mean? Like that's messed up. Basically, when you say green, like that's messed up. Not to be that way, but I was just like, who cares? Most people busy doing what they do. Nobody want to hear about. It's cool, but I know the difference it's making in my life, and I know how big of a difference. But maybe it's just me. So, hey, it's working for me. I'm just doing it for me. But I'm glad I'm sharing it with people, man. Because if I can help somebody the way it helped me, man, the way my mentors, the way Lou Trice, the way the late Jim Rome, past 2009, the way Les Brown, the way, uh, Brian Tracy, the way Anderson and James Clear and MJ, um, you know, the way all these people helped me, man. T. Harv Eckert, Kevin Trudeau. I knew I wanted something different, but these people helped guide me in a way that they already experienced and they were. And man, I'm trying to tell you, each one teach one, each one reach one is a true thing, and I'm just doing my part too. All right, so mental health awareness, self care. Take care of this first. Don't let you get down bad before you realize it ain't about the chains. It ain't about jewelry and money and cars and making everybody go, oh, who got out of there? That's you. I know you. You went to my school. Oh man, that's crazy. He's rich now. Whoa. People just get obsessed with praise to the point where they'll pretend to try and feel like somebody. When really, instead of all that attention for their jewelry, and instead of all those women dancing on them in a club or a strip club, all they really want is a hug. Hmm? That's all he really wants. It's a hug, right? When it comes down to it, it's really simple. Hmm? We make it complicated. A hug go a long way. A hug can stop somebody from doing something crazy. Like it go a long way. Some simple things. That's all we really want. We we try to put it in these complicated paths. Like, oh, you know, I'm trying to secure my family. I gotta go get the bag. I gotta have that. No, all you want is a sense of security, a genuine sense of security. Do you necessarily have to have a $80 million mansion? No. Do you have to have $1 million car, Bugatti? No. Do you have to have a $300,000 chain? No. You're making it more complicated than it is. Prioritize self-care. You do all these things because you really just want to be without pain. So you say, if I get monetary gain, I can secure myself and the ones I love and the things I care about, and then I could be without pain. If I get lit, drink this drink till I can't feel no more, I could be without pain. It's really simple. It ain't about getting high. It ain't about having all the most expensive things. It's about these simple things: a hug, being pain free, freely walking down the street, going where you want to go, living where you want to live, eat what you want to eat, love who you want to love. It's that simple, but we take those simple basics and we turn it into the super complicated thing that we never achieve because we're going about it all wrong. Now, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying there's a way to achieve certain things. There's principles to it. For example, if I go around slapping people randomly and my goal is to get slapped back, I might get more than I asked for 9 times out of 10, right? That's a perfect way to achieve getting slapped back or knocked out. Some people aren't going to do it, but you keep it up. 9 times out of 10 is a perfect way very quickly to F around and find out, right? Something I like that Mark Victor Hansen said. He said the tragedy of life is not that it ends too soon, but that we wait so long to begin it. How many were born 0 years on your plate and didn't feel like you started living, if you even got that chance that you got to that chance, yeah, but didn't feel like you started living till way later in life. If you're even doing it now. Now you might be thinking about still trying to live rather than just exist. We wait too long to live. We sit on our hands and we put it aside. Oh yeah, yeah. I was recently. I just graduated college to just to specialize and be professional sound engineer and um, producer and learn the terms of and I just wanted that under my belt. It wasn't. I'm not saying that's necessary to do anything. It's not. I've gotten opportunities long before it, and I didn't even know what the heck I was doing most of the time. In the sense of engineering, but I always had the music and the ideas. And but I that was something I wanted to prove to myself, and I use that also as a statement for my kids. Like, I'm not sitting here telling you, go live your dreams, stay away from this, do the blah, 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 blah. I'm doing it. Because what kids do, they respect that their parents want the best for them. They respect that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My mom just want the best for me. My dad just want the best for me. But what they follow, 9 times out of 10, is going to be looking like, you have those, nothing's absolute. So you have those that don't have a good example in front of them. Like, you know what? I don't want to be that way. I want to be better. I'm an example of that as far as my father goes. But then you have some that are like, well, shoot, you know, telling me to follow my dreams. You follow yours. Why do I have to go do all the difficult stuff? You didn't do it. You kicking back. You gave up. You just chilling. Why I gotta go do all the hard stuff? Why I gotta go stick it through, man? Why are you putting all that on me? I come from you. I want to chill too. So a lot of times, just to kill that, it's like, listen, I lead by example. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to follow your dream and do all the hard stuff while I'm completely giving up on life. I'm doing it too, walking the walk, talking the talk at the same time, right? So stop waiting so long to live life, and you still alive. I don't care if you 55. I don't care if you phase 62, 78, bro. Listen, you breathing. You remember your name. You know how to wipe yourself and go to the bathroom on your own, and the basics. You still living. I mean, you still existing. You still got the time to live. Live. Starting now. Just decide within yourself that I'm going to live, bro. I'm going to live the kind of life I want to live. Not the one that's handed to me, not the one that's presented to me, but the one that resonates with me. Beautiful words by Mark. I'm here all organized like a little anchor, you know what I'm saying? That ADD ain't no joke. I got to stay on task, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I don't let stuff like that hang over me and be I don't have any excuses for you. Yeah, I don't have any. So here I am, right? Because it's either you're doing it or you're not. I remember I was not promoting any of this children stay out of jail, but I was locked up. And I remember a guy in there said he was hit by, he was recovering, he was hit by a 16-wheeler. And yeah, he was supposed to be dead. He had to get so many surgeries and to pull him back together. He couldn't walk for quite some time. And that man was in there freaking literally like doing crazy workouts. He was strong. He was working out every day. And he was in there just because I think he was in like martial arts or something like that. And someone tried to rob him. 2 guys tried to rob him and went into combat with him and ended up striking one the wrong way and killed one of them. And he was in prison for that. It was manslaughter. It wasn't on purpose. So he did some time, even though he was defending himself. And then he was on his way from prison, getting ready to get out. So they could take him down to county, and then eventually they could get released from county. But anyways, something he said that was very important and stuck with me is like, there is no in between. There is no almost. You're either doing it or you're not.